A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-HudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, July 22nd. In a unanimous vote on Wednesday, the Orange County Legislature approved its own investigation into the three former officials who pled guilty to criminal charges in connection with remuneration they received while serving at the Orange County IDA. Vincent Cozzolino, the former managing director, Lori Villasuso, the former CEO, and Edward Diana, a former board member, must also pay back the funds to which a grand jury said they were not entitled. The legislature investigation, to be conducted by the Rules Committee with subpoena power, will explore if any other funds were misspent. Legislator Kevin Hines said he believes there's more money for which there needs to be accounting.
We are not the oversight of the IDA. That's the IDA board. But I think on behalf of the taxpayers, we owe this to the taxpayers to do a little investigation here and hopefully help the IDA, because I think there's millions of dollars still missing out of this.
About $1.3 million must be repaid by the three defendants as part of their guilty pleas. Hine credited fellow lawmaker Jimmy O'Donnell with exposing the improper spending in the former IDA leadership. Newburgh City officials want new blood in the leadership of the police department, and that will include a new position of police commissioner. The city advertised for candidates for commissioner and a new police chief, and Mayor Torrance Harvey said yesterday that they've chosen candidates for each post.
The new police chief is from the Albany area, and the new commissioner is from the New York City and Westchester area as well.
The mayor did not reveal their identities and said they should assume their new roles by mid to late August. As New York State eases into the creation of cannabis products following legislation earlier this year, Urban Extracts unveiled its new hemp extraction and product development facility in Warwick yesterday. Aaron Sharon, the company's CEO, said it's an opportunity to recognize what they've done in the last 2.5 years.
We do everything from extraction, so producing raw materials, and in various formats, from crude to distillate to full spectrum to water-soluble products, powder products. And then we have a development center of 5 different labs and commercial kitchens that we attract innovators and developers and entrepreneurs to utilize the facility to develop their own product.
The facility is on the former property of the Mid-Orange Correctional Facility in the town of Warwick. A 57-year-old Albany man was killed Tuesday night when he was struck by a car while pedaling a bicycle in the area of Schwenk Drive and Washington Avenue in the city of Kingston. City police, who did not immediately release his identity, said the man was pinned under the vehicle and attempts to free him were fruitless. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Assisting at the location were Kingston Fire Department, Mobile Life Support Services, State Police, the Ulster County DA's and Sheriff's offices and Town of Ulster Police, detectives and investigators, as well as the Ulster County Crash Reconstruction Team are investigating the incident. After an overwhelming bipartisan vote to move forward with repurposing the former Poughkeepsie YMCA into a youth opportunity center, the pieces of legislation were signed in a ceremony Wednesday at the Adrian's Memorial Library in front of dozens of stakeholders. In addition to Dutchess County funding, the stakeholders learned that State Senator Sue Serino is working with 2 Democratic Assembly members in seeking $5 million of state money to invest in the center. County Executive Mark Molinaro was joined at the dais by Greg Pulver, Legislature Chairman, Poughkeepsie Mayor Rob Rollison, and 2nd Ward Councilman Evan Menace in Poughkeepsie to execute the agreement. The Ulster County Grand Jury has indicted an Esopus man on a charge of attempted murder of a police officer, as well as other charges. The Ulster County Sheriff's Office had received calls from acquaintances on February 9th to check on Clayton Schaefer's welfare in his RV located at his business premises, a short distance from the Robert Graves School on Mountain View Avenue in Esopus. When the deputy sheriff responded to the call and turned into the driveway, the 52-year-old Schaefer confronted him with a loaded AR-15, pointed it at him, and attempted to shoot. District Attorney David Clegg says as a result of what he called the extraordinary courage, skill, and evasive training of the responding deputy, no lives were lost and the passing motorists were protected. The road was closed to traffic while law enforcement dealt with Schaefer until he was taken into custody without any injuries to anyone. 7 communities in the Hudson Valley with high rates of gun violence will receive funding through a new state gun violence disaster emergency and comprehensive strategy. The initiative treats gun violence as a public health crisis and includes short-term solutions and long-term strategies that focus on community-based intervention strategies to break the cycle of violence. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com.